What's up, my Koopa Troop? It's Koops, and welcome to a Nokonoko News. Man, I'm so far away from the webcam. What's up, everyone? What's going on? It's been about a month or more since I've last updated anything, so Koops, what the heck's going on in your life? Well, as you can maybe see, things look a little different around me. I have moved to a new condo. Still in the Washington, D.C. area, but I'm in a new place. It's been pretty complicated moving around, and there's some other issues going on, which I'm about to explain right now. So for those of you that don't know, YouTube has had a problem for the last, well, it's had a problem for forever, but recently it's gotten really bad. Advertising on YouTube is down in the dumps. Yeah, that's kind of a problem. As you might have noticed, a lot of your favorite YouTube content creators have either moved platforms totally, or started Patrons, or done some other stuff where they're not only making their money from YouTube. Why is that? Well, the YouTube advertising revenue is just gone down the toilet. I don't really know fully 100%. I'm not the smartest guy in the world, so I can't figure it all out. But the advertising revenue has kind of dried up. And so people who were making okay livings or even decent livings before are now making substandard livings, and it's gotten really difficult. So what's that been meaning for me? Well, I've been on YouTube for a long time now, and when I started, it was just a hobby. I did this for a long time with no payment or anything like that. I just enjoyed making videos. When I actually did get paid for the first time, I was ecstatic. I couldn't believe you could upload videos and make money off of it. My first paycheck, when it came in the mail, was $8, and I was like, whoa! I can go get myself lunch, but it was still impressive because I was like, wow, this $8, it feels like it came out of nowhere. I was just uploading videos and enjoying what was going on. Since then, things have gotten better and gotten worse, you know? So for a while, with all the YouTube uploads I was doing way back in right around 2014, things were actually going pretty well for me. Now, this has never been a, wow, I'm super rich type of job, but it's been decent enough that I could make a living and I could live in kind of cheaper locations like Georgia and like Taiwan. However, recently I've moved over to DC, I guess recently as in the last year. I've moved to DC, and for those of you that don't know, DC is very expensive. It's a major metropolis city, and the prices are like way up there. They're really expensive. And at the same exact time, YouTube started making less and less money. Now, of course, I've been getting less and less views, so there's a bit of both going on, but not only is it less views, but it's less money, expensive living, and right now I'm in a big bind where I am making way less than I spend every month. And for those of you that don't know, that's bad. That is not good. You should not be spending more than you make. However, I can't even help it. My rent is more than I make nowadays. So without even, I can't even afford to live here. That's the big issue. So what's been going on with me? Well, I initially took off streaming. I said, you know, I can't do any more streaming until I find a job. And I've been applying since last October looking for a job. And recently I said, you know what, I can't even do YouTube until I find a job. So for the last month or so, I've been, you know, I moved to a new place, and I've just been filling out applications day and night, trying to get something going on for me. I've got some accepted, I've got some offers. Some were pretty good, some were not so good, they weren't really what I wanted to do. I still am in a bit of a limbo, don't know exactly where I want to go with everything. However, I'm feeling a little bit more confident to say that I should be able to pick up something sometime soon. Yes. I just need to stem the bleeding, because clearly you cannot make a living off of losing money every month. That's not a good strategy. Don't do that. So with that all being said, I've been trying to nail down a job. I don't have one 100% yet. However, I have a couple of offers and things I'm looking at doing. So hopefully I'll be able to at least make a living and not be losing money every month. At that point, I should be able to come back to YouTube, and I'm actually really excited because YouTube is going back to hobby status for me. It's been my job for a while now. For the last couple of years, I've been doing YouTube as a full-time job. But with the recent decrease in advertising revenue and obviously living in a more expensive city, I cannot rely on YouTube anymore. I will not be looking at other options like Patreon or I don't mind things like that. I think people who need to do that are good, you know, that's fine. But I don't personally want to do that. So I want to bring YouTube and Twitch back to hobby status for me. And I'm very excited. Actually, I'm ecstatic, honestly, about the change. It's gonna go from, you know, and I've never really treated YouTube as a hardcore business. I don't do the newest game necessarily. I still like to play what I like to play, and I still upload what I want to upload. That's never really changed, and maybe sometimes I should have done things a lot better to try and get a little bit more revenue, but you know what? I don't regret doing any of the stuff that I've done. But with this new change coming up, I'm actually really excited. I think YouTube can go back to just being something I really enjoy doing on weekends or weeknights, and I don't have to put all of my energy and time into it. That might mean uploads are a little strained or a little different schedule, not every day or every other day, but I think that when I have a little bit more freedom and flexibility, I think the videos will get better too. I was rewatching some of my old stuff, especially Super Paper Mario, which a lot of people say is their favorite Let's Play I've ever done. And I know I've talked about this in the past, but when I was watching it, I go, you know what? They're right. I see why they're right. This is just so freeform. I was just enjoying myself so much while doing that Let's Play that I think the videos really shined. You know, I obviously could do stuff better and improve on some of it, but I was watching it going, yeah, there's a lot of really funny stuff in here. And I was really on top of my game without even knowing it. And the reason why I was so on top of it was because I wasn't trying too hard. You know, it just was me being me, and apparently that was good enough for a lot of you, and I really appreciate that. So I'm hoping that with YouTube now not being my full focus, I can spend a couple hours on Saturdays or Sundays and record a little bit and just really go back to enjoying the game and goofing off and not being too serious about it, you know? And I hope that actually makes for better videos again. That's my hope and my goal, because I unintentionally took this break. I didn't mean to take a month off. I didn't ever mean that. But as I was moving, as equipment was getting set up, and I've really shrunk my setup. I used to have 3 monitors, for those of you that don't know. Now I'm down to 1. You know, my desk used to be 6 feet long. Now it's a 2.5-foot desk or whatever. You know, so it's like I've really condensed, and I had to get rid of some stuff, and it's a bit of a mess, but I'm hoping it'll all work out. And I'm just really actually excited to go back to my roots a little bit. So that's the big game plan for me. Twitch streaming is still something I want to do as well, because I really enjoy Twitch and interacting with the viewers. That is something that's not scheduled yet. A lot of this will depend on what job I land and what job I accept and the hours it has. You know, if it's, you know, Monday through Friday, great, but it might not be. I might be doing something else where I'm working nights or weekends or whatever. So there's a lot still up in the air for me, but I just wanted to come back and say that I'm really sorry for such the long break. We will be finishing up Breath of the Wild. The setup will look a little bit different. I will probably be in the webcam, but way back here, so I apologize for that. But we'll finish Breath of the Wild. We're so close, and I was really enjoying that game, and I want to finish it. I haven't played since we all last played together, so it's been a long time for me, and I want to defeat Ganon. You know, who doesn't, right? And then beyond that, there's a lot of new games that came out that look pretty cool, and a lot of old games that I've wanted to play, and I've got my consoles already, and they're like, come on, Koops, put a good game in me, let's play something. I'm like, you know what? Yes. There's been so many games that I said, man, I should do this game, but I don't have time, or I got other stuff going on. But you know what? Screw it. I want to play some games. I want to get back to just plopping a game in the console and enjoying it and going, man, this is what it's all about. So that's my hope for the future. I know I've probably talked about this before, and for those of you that have either left KoopaKungFu or don't really care about it anymore or whatever, that's all fine and dandy. I don't deserve really any fans, to be honest with you. I just want to bring it back down to kind of me in the games and me interacting with you guys, and just make it a little more simple and less... It's never really been businessy, but I don't know if I'm explaining it that well, but less focused on making it a business. You know, if I'm just playing a game I want to play and don't care about any of the revenue, don't care at all, because trust me guys, I'm not making like any money nowadays. If you're working a minimum wage job somewhere, you're making more than me. Good job. Just I'm just being honest with you. That's about how dire it's gotten. I'm not trying to like sob story, you know, play a sad violin. I'm just being honest with you. I want to be open and honest, because I think it does us no favors to sit here and lie and say I'm rich or I'm making tons of money or whatever. You know, I don't want to do any of that. Like, I'm just being open with you all. But that's why things had to change for me. I can't keep doing what I've been doing because it's just not working out anymore. And that's okay. I don't really feel a ton of regret or sadness or anything like that. And in fact, I'm just excited. I just can't wait to get back to playing and really enjoying stuff and making this more of a hobby again. And with that all said, I think that about wraps it all up. Let me know if you have any questions or any comments on everything that's been going on. Once again, I just really apologize for how delayed it's been and how weird KoopaKungFu's been over the last couple of years, I think. I don't think it's been that high quality as I want. I mean, we've got some good stuff, don't get me wrong, but maybe it's lost a little bit of its charm, you know? And that's all I'm trying to bring back, is a little bit more of the love and care that comes from someone who's not even thinking about it as a business, who's just purely playing games. And that's what my hope is. I hope it comes off like that when we do get going again. Apologies, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around with me. For all of you that have watched, I love you all. Thank you so much. Thanks, Koopa Troop. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to bringing you more Breath of the Wild and then a new game soon. So thanks so much, guys. Go ahead and karate chop that like button. Until next time, GG. I gotta find my GG button. GG.